That's fine.
Don't shush me. Excuse me.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Oh god.
Okay.
I'm loud enough to like talk.
She came to argue.
I'm all
with it.
here.
Take two.
I'm excited about this.
Shut up, guys.
Are you going right here?
No.
Oh, sorry.
So like right there.
Why do we have to be quiet when you do that?
So I can hear it when I edit.
Oh.
Shut up. You're gonna break it.
He's angry at us. He's like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, I lost my mic, but it's okay. Can you hear me? I talk pretty loud.
I talk really loud too, so it's perfect.
No, good.
And I'm over here like,
You
but I
two
have a
have
fucking
like,
opinion,
these two
though.
have like, hi, I'm so sexy and cute, and me and Haifa are like, hey, what's up?
edit that part.
You gotta bleep that.
You gotta clip only that.
Like late night in between the sheets with Lonnie babes.
Right.
No, literally, I've done that before.
No, she has that voice. That's why. All right, you guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of
Be
Be
uplifted.
Uplifted.
Oh my gosh, you're back. I've had to say that line on my own every fucking episode.
Excuse me, I say
Wow.
No, you don't.
I
Yes, I
watched,
do.
No, you don't.
I've
watched
helped
the
out
episodes, Yeah.
with.
You're just doing sign language,
Whatever.
which is great for the community, but you're not even doing right sign language.
But I just failed because I just missed the cue
That's true.
every single time.
And you watch us,
Yeah.
see,
And it's running in the background, and I should like know it by.
so it's okay. It happens.
You'll pass this time.
It's my freebie. It's my what is it? Get out of jail.
That just means you
ticket.
have to do it again.
Oh, can
in
you bring the
future.
mic closer, Haifa?
Am I
Please.
not too loud for you?
No, you gotta
Not
bring it
yet.
closer.
I gotta get closer.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
That's good.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
This is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, but this is going to be fun, guys. So, as Lonnie said, welcome to another episode. Thank you for joining us once again. And as you can see, our panel looks a little different again. We have 2 beautiful ladies this time. We're just like fucking one-upping from the last episode. You know what I mean?
That's how we do it.
Right?
No.
So, to start, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves again. Since the panel looks a little different, we will start with this guy over here.
I'm Vincent, and one of our guests told me that my body was made for bodybuilding because I'm an overachiever.
Wow.
That's how I heard it.
And next,
Hi, my name is Bayan. Do we say something about ourselves?
If you'd like.
And social,
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram, Persian Skater.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant security number, but whatever. Trying to get in that bank account.
And I'm Ari.
and I'm Lonnie.
My name is Haifa.
That's Rich.
Hi.
Y'all
He was,
know who
trying
that
to do,
is.
he was trying to do the sexy
I
stare.
love the jacket.
What's up?
I know, right? I love it too. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's
I'm
so
like,
cute.
Yeah, that
I've never
jacket
seen a
is
color
dope.
like that on you.
It's daisies.
Oh, sorry.
I would have said the same thing.
Sunflowers, same thing. Potato.
All good. Okay, so today we have an interesting topic because Haifa is a fiance finally.
Yes, get it, girl.
Finally.
50 years later.
Dang.
I feel that. I was there too. It's okay.
I'm
you
about to-
you got it though, girl. So
Yeah, sure. Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm about to be there.
she's like, Jason, listen.
Like, listen.
Whatever, this motherfucker. Anyways, you are a fiance of a well-known DJ here in San Diego.
I guess you can say that. Just kidding, babe. If you're watching,
Excuse me.
listening, sorry.
And for those who don't know, his name is
DJ Cinema,
Pew, pew, pew.
Scratcher Extraordinaire. No, just kidding.
good with his fingers. Is that true? No, just kidding. No.
I can attest to that.
Through your butthole.
But yeah,
Yep.
so we're gonna be talking about being a spouse or how do I say this?
Significant other.
Significant other in the nightlife or the hustle life industry.
Why keep you looking at me?
Because you're in the industry.
Yeah.
Not really, not lately. Oh, kind of.
Okay,
I guess.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Haifa, let's start with introducing yourself. Like, tell us a little, like, what do you do? Where are you from? And then go ahead and tell us the story of how you became DJ Cinema's
Mrs. Cinema.
Mrs. Cinema.
Where do we start? Just kidding. Like they've mentioned, my name's Haifa. Currently, I work in the medical field. I don't know. I'm from San Diego. Not born here, but I'm from here.
How did you and Cinema meet? Is that a long story?
Right down.
I'm just curious.
I want to hear this story.
Yeah.
I want to hear this story.
This
too.
is a good woman. I have watched her carry Cinema out of the club. Okay.
Yeah.
Was he coming in for a prostate exam?
Actually, we met through a mutual acquaintance, friend, I guess. Oh, let's just fuck it. He was dating someone.
Here we go. This is
we
the good
both
story.
Knew. I was I dating someone at the time?
That ring though.
I don't know.
Sorry. Oh,
No, it's beautiful. Yeah.
I was not. Whatever. But I was or was not in a relationship. I used to dance with Napui Lima.
Okay.
We did a show at Del Mar Fair, and I was introduced to him, but it was just like, oh, hey, oh, this is Alder. Oh, hi. Okay. And then we, went our separate ways. I don't know how he came back. He presented himself again.
He just appeared.
He appeared. It was like, yeah,
hello.
he reappeared, like he teleported there or something. But I think it was MySpace when everyone was just like friending everybody, and
Yep.
it's like, oh,
He was like, let me get on her top 8.
Yeah.
and it was like, what's that one Fat Joe song?
I don't want to be a
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh yeah, like it was like a crush event with.
Oh, yeah.
Who was
Was
it?
it Lean Back?
No.
Is that
The
Fat Joe?
Fat Joe. That's going to bother me.
I
now.
know.
I'm
Oh
trying
my
to
That's
God,
not
think
Fat
of
Joe?
it.
on my tongue. But so everyone's like posting like the title of their little memos or whatever. Like, oh, if you want free tickets or whatever. I'm like, okay. And free tickets.
Yeah.
And then so he was posting his, and then everybody else who was like promoters at the time were posting theirs, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I broke up with at that time was my long-term relationship, and I was just like, okay, like I'm gonna just go out. I had like friends who were like under 21, and I was like one of the few that was 21. I was like, fuck, we're just gonna go to 18 and up club. And I was like, you're coming with me. It's like, okay.
18 and up clubs,
Oh,
damn.
God, I know. Does that even exist?
Ice
I know,
House.
right?
Yes.
No, I think it was below or
Oh
Deco's.
shit! Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's like a blast from the past.
Wait,
right?
no, it was East Street Alley back then, wasn't it?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh, now
God.
you just showed your age.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
like
did.
back,
Hell
back
yeah, I
in the
did.
day.
I went when it was Deco's and below.
Yeah.
But so that, and then my friend was like, oh, my cousin runs Juicy. And I was like, sure, whatever. If I can get into the club for free as
Right.
a promoter, drinks, whatever, get my free drinks. That's when I started seeing him, and I would, he's always in the zone. So I'm always like, the groupie's like, hey, just want to say. And he was
That's
just like,
so
fine,
cute.
whatever. I'm like, fine, I'm just trying to be your friend, So I was like, whatever. And then fast forward.
Look at Rich's face.
Fast forward, I would just be out all the time with my friend, and we'd go to hookah bar. This is the one I vividly remember. I forgot it was like Sultans or something.
Oh yeah.
One of those, and then he was there and with like Antonio, like his friends, and then he asked for my number. I forgot how, but he probably pulled his DJ card, like, oh, just for like in case if you want to like come to an
watch me
event. Yeah.
spin.
And then- and this guy goes,
Alder, you want to sit on this? You want to sit on this panel?
He literally denied us
He's
for
in the
our-
back. He's in the background, guys.
Yeah. And then he pops out his phone, and it was the sidekick, and he goes, floop, and I'm like,
Oh heavens!
I was like, you have
You have a
when you
sidekick.
flipped that, he flipped it, and I'm like, who the fuck owns a sidekick? And I pulled out my BlackBerry. It's like, it's all about BlackBerry, okay?
Oh,
Whatever,
damn.
just give me your number. And I give him my number, and then he's laughing. And then after that, like years later, again, like he just had my number, I guess. And then years later, he sends out a mass text for a New Year's Eve party for, I think, was it Prospect or something? Somewhere there.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Pulling out all the clubs.
Right. Those were all the spots.
And I knew it was like a mass text, but I'm always those people that just like to acknowledge regardless if you're sending a mass text or not. So I said, he says like, oh, New Year's Eve party, hit me up for tickets, blah, blah, blah. I have this many or whatever for this amount. And I said, oh, thanks, but I don't have a date. And then I leave it as that.
She was putting it out. She was like, let me put my cards out there.
Wait. This was Prospect. Did I take your guys' first date picture?
No, that was his birthday, I think.
Oh, okay. Because I know I was
But there was
Trying to
take credit.
No, there was an event where me and my homegirls bought a table, and I didn't realize it was his birthday, and he said, "Why do you guys have a table?" I was like, "Cause we can get a table, like,
Yeah.
like we want a table." And then I have that picture. It was me and my friends, and I didn't realize it was his birthday. And he had pictures when he was there. Apparently, he was drunk too, I guess. And then I'm like, "Oh my god, I forgot you were there, and I didn't realize it was your birthday, and I'm over here, and you're at the table." Because he doesn't really dance, you guys.
It's like fate showing you previews, like this is it.
He chills on the side, like, Mr. Cool Guy, like, oh, whatever,
I've seen him dance once.
Right? Right?
Once,
Yeah.
once. So, and it's like, I've never seen him dance for like, the 50 years we've been together. But anyways, so he texts us back and he goes, duh, like, your boyfriend or whatever. And I said, duh, I don't have a boyfriend. And then he told me on his perspective, he's like, oh shit, let me shoot my shot. That's where it started.
And so he shot his shot.
And he shot his shot. But he played it off and like, hey, you want to go Christmas shopping with me? And I'm like,
Oh, that works?
Apparently.
Rich is like, another one for my pocket.
I can't wait till Christmas.
Right?
And then I was like, sure. I mean, like, I have nothing else to do. You
That's
know?
pretty good, Elder. Okay, got game.
right?
Okay.
I know. And I'm like,
Did you get a
he goes,
Christmas gift?
it was for his family too, and he was like, I remember we were at Target. He goes, what bag should I get? I was like, I don't know, bags, whatever bags. He was getting pink, yellow, red, green, orange. I'm like, who are you giving these presents to? He's like, my cousins. I'm like,
Let's just
okay,
go for a
like-
neutral Christmas color.
I know, but I was like, I mean, if that's your taste, but I would look at it weird if you handed it to me, but like, okay. He goes, yeah, so, Anchor Blue and everything. So I just walked around with him and then.
Blue.
Right?
I'm reading
The
all
names
that.
you're dropping
I
right now.
Anchor Blue.
So I'm like,
Should just
even
be
before
labeled
that, I'm like, oh,
90s
Miller's
episode.
Outpost. Oh, stop.
Yeah, and then after that, we were just hanging out, and then he was like, oh, I love bulgogi. There's another line. I'm like, ew, bulgogi, like, that's so basic. Like, have you had
That's so basic.
That's so basic. Like, who just eats bulgogi? And then, so I was like, have you had, like, kimchi pancakes and, like, kimchi fried rice? Like, have you had the kimbops? And he was like, what are those? I'm like,
Basic ass motherfucker.
right? And then,
You leveled his life up.
Right?
I did. And then, so we went out to Tang Tang's. And then I didn't realize it was our first date, but he was like...
That was
to
in his
to
mind.
it was
Okay.
Damn,
his
he
first
planted
date.
the seed.
He did.
He knew what the fuck he was doing the whole time.
So I was like, okay, whatever, we're going out as friends. So I was like, oh, let me pay half because I don't care for friends or if we're dating or whatever. Like, we go half. Like, you work hard, I work hard.
Right.
You put in your share. So. and then-
Supportive. You see, she was supportive from the
And
beginning.
then so the bill came, he took the check and I was like, oh, how much is it? Oh, don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're like, bet.
All right.
Go ahead. You hold.
I saved me like $50. But sure, okay, if you got the money, sure.
That's fun.
But yeah, so after that, he found all the good foods.
And then you guys became official?
oh, shit.
Another 5 years later.
Did it really take 5 years?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my
It was,
gosh. Alder, you work slow.
That, yes. No, after, I think it took him officially 3 months
Okay.
to ask me, and we were just like hanging out, and then I guess he was like reciting it in his head because it just came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. And
Stop
then
cap.
And he goes,
So just so you know what's happening, you guys.
He's on the sideline.
Alder is on the side holding up a phone that is scrolling "Stop the Cap" across it.
no, we're gonna tell everybody the whole story. And, so we were just chilling, and then I guess he just blurted out like, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" And I was just like, "Sure," because I thought he was joking, you know. And then he was like, "Oh, cool," and then
He said, "Oh, cool."
Such game. Oh
so
my
cute.
God.
Dude.
And then like after that, probably like 5 or 10 minutes later, he runs downstairs. He's like, "Oh, I'll be back." I was like, "Okay."
He came out with a toilet purse.
No, he comes back upstairs like, "What did you do?" I was like, "Oh, it was just on my social. I don't know if it was Facebook or something, but he put it
Change
on
my
his
relationship. Oh my god.
I was getting like buzzes because he tagged me, and I was
Wow.
like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I was like, "Congratulations!" And like mutual was like, "I didn't know you guys were talking." I'm like,
The one thing he moved fast on.
She's all me either.
Change the status real quick.
because she's off the market, I'm off the market. That is mine. Pretty much is what he
He
was
put a
saying.
staple in it. Like, nope, nobody else is taking this.
Mine.
If it's not Facebook official,
Right?
it's not official,
Yeah.
guys.
Exactly.
So we went Christmas shopping, then Korean barbecue. I gotta write all that down.
I know. You better take some notes, Kuya.
Well, you have to know what you like and what she likes together too.
Wait, were you running game
Korean
on him
barbecue?
when
You know
you
it.
said you don't know what you're getting some basic shit? Or
No,
you
I
were
didn't.
just okay.
I literally thought it was just like he was being a good friend. Like, oh, she just went through a rough breakup, and let me just get her mind off of things. Because I did have like other friends like, hey, let's go out, let's go have some let's go eat, let's go to the movies. Or I was like, sure. And then they take me and it helped because I was just like, it was just a really bad breakup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like he ghosted me in the relationship, and then I found out throughout there like he was actually cheating on me.
Oh, okay.
And I was like venting out to the guy, and it's like, like I feel like I don't have a boyfriend. Like I don't even know how you look like anymore. To the point where like that's how far I didn't see him. And he was just like, oh, whatever his dumbass excuse was. But I'm like, oh, and then we just broke up, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah.
Okay.
Being ghosted hurts.
No, I just needed to clarify because I was like, damn, you're describing something. And like my homegirl keeps on telling me, you're an idiot. Go ask her out. And I'm like, no.
We tell you
just
that
being
how
my
many
friend.
times?
I know.
Just do it. I mean,
No,
like,
but I don't
what's
think
the worst they're gonna say? No.
the worst that she could say is yes.
Then what's
Wait, what?
Okay, what happens if I have a girlfriend? Then I can't hang out with you as much. They're gonna ask why I'm still
stop
out.
you there.
No, it does.
No.
Yeah.
Because if you have a girlfriend, that doesn't mean you gotta ditch your friends. You gotta make time for your friends.
Yeah. No. She's she's like third place.
It doesn't matter.
But the
Who's
girl.
third place?
No, the
Wait, I'm
girl. The
missing.
girl
What's
that I
happening?
date, like she's gonna be like
It-
substitute.
But either way, but if you're in a relationship, it's like Alder. Like he has his DJ stuff, he has his friends, he has his he has things
Yeah.
going on. I have things going on, but if you're just gonna make your significant other, your girlfriend, whatever, your priority, you gotta make sure that you still have time for your other priorities because
Yeah.
significant others can change,
Yeah.
can replace this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I mean,
100%.
right? So I mean, like your family comes first, your friends, but you just have to make time. It doesn't mean you gotta like, oh, I have a new girlfriend, I have a new boyfriend. See you guys. I'll see you when I see you.
It's just about balancing.
Yeah, you just
So-
have to balance it. Like,
Yeah.
if like say I'm with Alder this day, or it's like, oh, sorry guys, like me and Alder has a date, but hey, are you free this time? Like I can make. You just have to make the time, and if you don't make the effort, that's how you lose the people that's closest in your life.
So speaking about balance and everything, what's it like to be with such a heartthrob slash
Well.
influencer slash icon of not only San Diego, but because San Diego is America's greatest city and America is the greatest country in the world. By that default, the greatest man in the world. What's it like to balance a normal life when you're dating a god? Oh, I'm sorry. Engaged.
I let him do his thing. He lets me do my thing. Like if he's out with his boys, be like, okay, deuces, like have fun, And plus, and the fact we also have a son, so we have to balance him into our schedule. So it's like he's been gigging it every weekend. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, all right, bye. You gotta gig. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like that's his income, and why should I take something that he's been doing for like 30, 20 plus years before I even came in the picture and be like, hey, you're doing too much DJing. You need to stop it. You need to spend more time with me. Like, pump the brakes.
Right.
Follow-up
Absolute-
question.
Absolutely.
Can you vet all of the girls that I talk to so that they can
See,
know?
that's where you're going. Girls,
Right.
you need to find yourself a lady and a woman who's mature enough that can be in the same level as you. Because if you date a girl,
Ain't nobody gonna be on the same level as me.
well, if
I'm
you,
upper echelon and piece of shit at the same time.
well, you better pick one or the other because all there says I can be sweet and sour at the same time.
Okay, I'm gonna say piece of shit because I can't spell echelon. No, I don't even know if I used that word right.
I know. I was like, is that even a word? Like,
Yeah,
can
I think
somebody
it's
look
a-
that up? Like,
yeah.
It's a word.
it's a word.
It's a word.
Wait,
leave
did
it
I
to
use it
quit.
right?
It's an echelon is actually a formation. It's
Okay.
like a group.
Echelon,
Echelon. ESH.
echelon,
E-S-E.
like a schlong,
Echelon.
A schlong.
Echelon.
Like an echelon.
extra long.
Echelon.
That's what I heard.
Sure.
Wait, can you talk about trust though on the topic?
Trust.
Yes.
You just has to be there.
Absolutely.
Like, if
How do you develop it?
Well, let's just say this. If you're able to swap spits, see each other naked, you can trust a person because you practically let that person see all of you. So it's kind of like if he's already seen me naked and I've seen him naked, or we've made out, we've gone very intimate. Why would you be intimate with someone who you don't trust?
So with trust, I'm really curious. The way that you view it, is it earned or is it maintained? Like, do you start trusting somebody and then if they
Yes.
fuck up, then it's gone, or they earn it?
Well, it all depends on the situation. If you fuck up and you can learn from that fuck up and move on together and be like, hey, you did this. I didn't appreciate you doing this, or I heard you did this, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, well, I'm sorry. Like I understand that that's something that you are uncomfortable with.
Communication.
Yes, thank you. She said it. You just have to communicate everything, because if you don't communicate, you're just gonna be like, oh, well, she don't fucking love me, or he don't fucking love me anymore, or he's just probably out just like looking for other girls to like put his dick in, or vice versa, or she's just trying to look for another schlong, like that'll satisfy me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell each other how you're feeling, because guys' feelings matters, girls' feelings matters, everybody's feelings matters. You just have to come to an understanding and not try to one up the other person with because my feelings are more valid than yours. No, like, everyone's feelings are valid. Like, you just have to see, like, okay, I'm sorry, that was my mistake. I understand that wasn't something that you would want to see me do or happen to you, or blah blah blah. I won't do it again. Or I'll do my best. No, not do my best. You just won't do it again because the person told you, like, I don't want you to do that. Like, why would you do that to me? Or so on and so forth. And then you go ahead and do it again when that person clearly flat out said, why did you do that? That really hurt my feelings. That made me feel like shit. Or you made me feel like I wasn't worth it. Like, you just kicked me to the curb. Like, what would you do if someone said, a serious question, Vince, I know you're going to say something.
No, okay. No, you know what's weird is because I've never seen this side of Haifa before. She's always had to be like a professional and stuff because she used to be my nurse. We were friends, definitely. But then the most I've ever talked to her was she was my
Put your
nurse.
blood sugars together.
Yeah. So like I would be in there, and then like she comes back with my blood sugars, and what was it, like 12?
I don't even know. You're
What was
like
it supposed to
die.
be?
Wait. Your blood sugar was 12?
No, his A1C.
Oh,
level.
it was A1C.
Yeah,
was-
my
was
A1C.
12?
It was 12.
Yeah.
You trying to die?
That's what I
No.
said. And he said, oh, I'm an overachiever then.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck
exactly.
up.
So the things that I took from that was I'm an overachiever, and my body is built to withstand more than an average human.
Well, that's why you had that big ass. Oh, sorry, this is hip hop.
No,
but
no,
whatever.
no,
That's why you had that big ass pimple on your back that you
Yeah.
had to cry about. Like, oh my god, it hurts when you're trying to pop it.
Yeah, it
I'm
fucking
like,
hurt.
suck it up. Like, that's what you get.
Yeah,
That's what you get.
I still have that scar.
So you've never seen Haifa in this, okay?
No. But she was gonna ask me a serious question, so now I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Okay.
So like, say if somebody told you, like, I don't appreciate you acting a certain way, like that really made me feel like I'm not good enough for you. Would you do that again? Especially if it's somebody that you cared about and that you love and that you trust. Would you do that again?
It depends on the context. So I'll do my best with my
Let's just say like you got caught kissing some other girl.
No, I would just break up with her, because I'm very monogamous.
Here's my
But like here, let me answer this. My intent will always my intent will always be to make the other person like not sad. You know what I'm saying? So if I fuck up in one way, I'll try, but at the same time, the thing that you were speaking about with the respect, is that going to make me stop the things that I have to do? Like if she says, I'm insecure because you were taking pictures with Bayan, I was like, well, then learn to be insecure, because Bayan's going to be my best friend long after she's gone. You know, not her, but the other girl. You know, she was my best friend before. She's going to be my best friend afterwards. You know, if she tells me I don't appreciate the fact that you're always spending your time with your daughter instead of me,
Oh,
I'll be
hell
like,
no.
well,
That is
then
cut the cord. You're
yeah,
dead.
exactly. Yeah. But if it's something reasonable, you know, like
You're dancing with another girl or whatever, and like
no, I wouldn't do that.
I'm
though.
just saying, like, hypothetically speaking, like, it's
I
just.
can't
it's
speak
just
in the hypothetical because I can't imagine myself doing that.
Well, let's just say, okay, just picture yourself just for 2 seconds,
Okay.
okay, and then like, because we see a lot of people like dancing with other people. So it's kind of like, oh, like, why won't you ever dance with me? Blah, blah, blah. Like, is there something that I'm doing wrong for you not to, like, enjoy yourself? Like, if dancing is a good thing, I know you dance, so don't lie. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, why would you dance with her but not dance with me, even though it's just for
They've
fun?
never seen me dance.
I've seen you dance. But, you know what I'm saying? Like even if you're just having fun with a group of girls or a group of guys, whatever the case may be, or just a group of friends and you're just dancing, and then she goes, oh, why don't you ever dance with me? You're making me feel like I'm not worthy enough for you to even dance with or even dance around with. You know what I mean? Like, you're making me feel like what am I doing wrong? Like, why can't you enjoy yourself with your friends? Like, how you enjoy yourself with your friends, and why can't you enjoy yourself like that with me?
It is situational. It's also hard because you told me to picture this, and I was like thinking, I was like, okay,
dance.
well,
he was picturing himself dancing. He was
I was
He does this.
who's that girl that I like hella loved, but I never talked to her?
Oh, that's my bestie.
Is that what's her
That
name?
was
Jade,
Jade,
right? Yeah.
Jade, I hope you're
Yeah.
watching.
So I was like thinking, I was like, okay, well, what if it was with Jade? Like, what if I was with a girlfriend, and then like Jade came back in the picture? I was like, oh yeah, I'll just leave my girl.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so for me, in the sense of trust, this is how I feel. Like with your question, I always tell people, if someone is going to cheat, they're going to cheat.
Yeah.
No matter how much hold you have on them, no matter how much you check on them, no matter how much you go through their shit, like, if they want to find a way, they're going to find a way. So I feel like that's kind of like the best way to handle it as a significant
And
other.
if the patience is gone.
Right. And then also, you have to be able to differentiate as a significant other what's business and what is going to support the business. So, for example, Ackright has his page and he posts a lot of shit without any of his family or me. And I encourage that, you know, because I know that he gets more followers if he has like a brand as opposed to like, I'm wifed up. You know what I mean? So I don't take it personally because I know that it's a business and it's
Like,
part
you're
of
coming
the.
home with me anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. People
See,
always
that's
ask
why
me.
you guys are good women.
He works at a strip club. How do you feel about that? He's around booty and ass and this and that every day. I'm like, and yet he still comes home asking for it from me every single day. So it's
You
kind of
don't
like,
want none of that nasty HIV, AIDS, gonorrhea shit up in his schlong.
so for me, if I was to tell people as a significant other, like if you're really trying to date someone that's in the industry, you have to be really secure within yourself, and you also have to know,
Or understand.
yeah, that if he's a piece of shit, he's a piece of shit. It's gonna show at some point, no matter what, you know. So,
Yeah, for sure.
well, how about you? Speaking on someone that is the person that is the hustler, same thing with you. Like you are on the hustler side. How do you like? What is your experiences with like the men and how they deal with like you being out late to gigs or you taking sexy pictures? You know what I mean?
You want to go first, Bayan?
No, I'll let you go.
Well, me, no. No, honestly, I mean, besides the whole like doing gigs and like that aspect, because we have a trust 100% from the get go. Like I told him from the start that dating me, this is what happens.
This
Like,
is
I'm
the
gonna be out.
package.
This is people are gonna be approaching me. Like, I told him flat out exactly what is gonna happen, or at least what I've experienced. There's just a lot of things behind the scenes as far as like, you know, doing contracts, like that part. Like, he just needed to understand that this is what I love to do. This is my hustle. This is what makes me happy. So if you can't understand that, then don't get with me.
You just made that line
Made
very
it
clear.
very clear. And then, I mean, he's came out to a couple of my gigs or my events, and he's like, damn, like, now I really understand why you do what you do. Or he sees like, you know, well, I can't get mad if you get approached, because like, if they like what they see, like, what the fuck, you can't, there's nothing you can do about it,
Right.
you know? But of course, like, I still there's a line, you know, there's definitely a line that shouldn't be crossed. And I make that clear. And to whoever even, like, recently I went out and I just had a baby, and I made it clear, like, if anybody tried to talk to me, I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, back it up, you know, like, or like,
Not even for free drinks.
no, girl, I don't.
I do
Yeah.
that. I'm
So
right
I
here with you,
hella
girl. I'm
encouraged
like,
my
hey.
girl. Like when I
I'm
was
like, babe, you ain't paying for it though, so it's
yeah,
okay. You said
because I told her I was like,
That part.
if they're dumb enough to buy it for you, you should be smart enough to take it.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
I agree
still
with that.
taking
But
you home.
see,
Yeah.
you're just doing it out of respect, out of your choice. So that
Right.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then
It's
to
not like
be
he's
honest,
asking you to do that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be honest, like, I don't go out with anybody besides, like, lately my family. Like, if it's not with my family or it's like with you guys, it's like, I don't know. I just,
your dynamic changes when you're a mom.
yeah,
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's just respect the fact of, like, my hustle, respect me, respect that I respect you.
That part.
So just the patience and understanding, really.
How about you, Bayan?
I think I've had both. Like, I've had the type of relationship where the guy was really supportive on everything I did and didn't really, like, judge me. And I've had them even tell me, like, their friends will come out and say, like, well, you talk to her and she dresses like that and she's always out skating like that, or like she's just like doing photo shoots looking like that, or like at some point I had OnlyFans going, and like people around him would like say things, and he was actually really supportive. And then I've also had the type of guy that got super jealous, super insecure, and I did draw the line in the beginning because I was doing what I was doing before they entered, and and then like I felt like the line just got more and more gray, and then at some point I wasn't shooting anymore. I wasn't like doing
I thought I was in trouble. Hold it. She's just like,
It's your fault, Vince.
yo.
I was photo shooting with you, and then like
Yeah.
I stopped photo shooting. I stopped doing.
I've been secretly
there's a lot of girls on this
sabotaging
panel
all of
today,
her
right? Yes.
relationships.
So I've had both.
Yeah.
However, like I was looking at it from the perspective of being with somebody that's in the industry, and like imagining like being that secure, like like you guys are saying, like
I'm actually not secure, but it's kind of like I knew what I was getting into. I knew what he did.
It's that compromise portion.
Exactly, yeah. So it's kind of like, if I'm not going to be okay with him, why should I make his life harder? Because he's been doing this since I came into the picture. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, the same thing with like friends. Like, if he had this friend before I came in, so why, like, oh, you need to stop talking to that friend.
That
because-
part, yeah.
It's like, he had a life before you, and he had a life, or he or she had a life before you, had a life with you, and had a life after you or during you. So it's kind of like you have to accept every part of
Right,
their
of that
experience
person.
because that's what made that person who they are.
Yeah.
You know, you can't, if there was something that they did in their past time and you didn't like it, why try to change the past? It's not like unless they're doing it again or they're continuously doing it, then okay, maybe you can like talk to them and be like, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. But if they don't do it and it was in the past, why bring it up?
Yeah.
Like you just sound like a broken record for mentioning something that shouldn't even be brought up
Yeah.
or even discussed. So I don't,
And you said something else. You said you also have your own things that you're doing. I think that's a big part of being a good
Yes.
support, because if you're not doing what you need to be doing, you're too busy
focusing on
what I'm
exactly.
That
Yeah.
is so
That
true.
fucking part.
Yeah,
But see,
that
that's
right
the
there.
shit that I've been telling people. Like, don't be their whole world. Just be their favorite part.
Yeah, no, that's, I mean, it's actually a really good thing that you say because even though people are like, well, yeah, okay, cheesy, you know, but it's like, no, that's actually very
cliches.
true.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you think that I'm focusing on you too much, girl that I'm talking to, just buy me Legos. I'll build those Legos while you go out and drink and party. I don't give a fuck. I love Legos. Make sure that they're Marvel
Okay,
or the
so-
Optimus Prime.
Legos.
Oh my god, you high maintenance. Those things are like $200.
I know they're so expensive.
I don't even buy my son that. He's like, "Mommy, can you get me this?"
And you get them
from-"
like the
I'm
small pack.
Let me get you the $9 one from Walmart. Like, I mean, I know it's not Star Wars, but it looks like it, right? They
You
look
see
like
my
something.
Infinity Gauntlet? I'm gonna build that soon.
No.
Yeah, I got that. Oh shit! I'm gonna show you right now. I'm proud of my shit.
While he does that,
Right.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Okay. How do you guys handle the hours? Because it's like off and on, right? Huh? You have sleep.
I sleep. He'll call me. He'll be like, "Babe, can you pick me up now?" I was like, "All right, let me give me a minute or two. Like, let me get up." But that's the other thing. Like, I pick him up and drop him off.
I do.
it's
You
kind
do
of-
that too.
yeah.
We have one
So
vehicle.
it's kind of like the hours. Like, if it doesn't affect me, well, it does kind of because he has to wake me up like 2:00 in the morning. But I mean, I don't know. I've just dealt with it because it's like I've said, it's who he is as a person and it's what he does. Like, why, if I didn't want to be with a DJ and I didn't like his hours or whatnot, then why would I be with you? Like, find somebody that has a normal job that will stay at home
Exactly.
at night, cuddling, whatever at night, and then just do normal things. Like, if
Yeah, at the end of the day, you have to align as a couple.
Yeah.
You know, like just
and I feel like don't be that male or female. I mean, let me know if you guys agree or don't disagree. If you know that that's what they do, don't come in thinking like, oh, I can change.
I'm gonna
that.
change that. Yeah,
hell.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
fuck no,
Like they, like you said, they did it before, and you said it also. Like this is what they've been doing before they even came in the picture.
Right.
So yeah,
he straight up.
he literally brought it out.
What are we?
It's my Infinity Gauntlet.
That shit was expensive.
Yeah.
Hella.
My daughter bought me this. See,
She
if
loves
a
you.
girl loves you enough, she'll
She
buy you
does
the
love
good
you.
shit. Yeah, my daughter's the best. Okay, what were we talking about?
Okay, this is cool.
So Rich, you were saying though, what I can't even fucking think.
No,
now.
I was
did
thinking,
the damn
I was
gauntlet
thinking
thing.
the hours. It just, I mean, it just because it's like it's like a come and go thing, and it's like, like the whole cuddling thing, and I think a lot of times that's important too. Does that happen like at
Dude,
Like 2
when
in the
I tell you
morning?
it comes at random hours, it comes at because you have to work around their hours, you
Right.
know? Like,
And I don't like cuddling.
you mean like real cuddling? Are we talking
Like
about
hugging?
actual?
or like,
Are we talking about cuddling?
yeah. I'm like
Then just say smash.
I don't know,
Cuddle or
smacking,
schmuggle.
fucking, I don't know.
That part. Yeah. Haifa,
Like
go
a-
ahead.
I mean, it
make
happens
time,
when
yeah.
it happens. Like,
You make time. For
if
sure.
he wants it, then okay, yeah. If I want it, then yeah, okay. But if you gotta do it like 2:00 in the afternoon,
Yep.
2:00. If you gotta do it right when you wake up, morning wood. But you just gotta do it. I mean, and honestly, intimacy also plays a part in a strong relationship, because if you guys aren't intimate and you're just there, and you live together, you're practically roommates that sleep on the same bed.
right.
Right.
And
that
that's
part.
basically the question, because a lot of times people or couples will always blame like the times and work schedules
Yeah.
and being quote unquote
busy
too tired.
or too tired. Yeah.
Yeah, so
To add a kid to that, my God.
And not to like downgrade what they're saying, right? Because their feelings are valid. I'm sure they are tired. I'm a parent of 4. I know how tiring it can be. But at the end of the day, like Haifa was saying, intimacy is really important. So you have to make time for that. As a significant other of someone in the industry, you can't just be like, all right, like, well, you've even said this before, you're like, sometimes you even have to schedule it. Like, hey, we're both off fucking,
It's like,
this is what the
Friday
fuck is
on
about to go down,
At 4 p.m. in
Yep.
the afternoon, be ready on that bed. like, we going down.
Right? Exactly.
Sorry.
If you're not there by 4:05, I'm starting without you.
Right?
4:05.
part.
That's a big gap.
Come on.
I'd be like
Hello.
4:00, 6 seconds. You ain't there.
Yeah.
We getting it started.
I'm gonna do my dance.
At 4:05, I would be done.
Here he goes
go
again
again.
with the short
Ain't
pee and the
nothing changed.
short time.
Hey, I don't got time.
So Haifa, how would you say? So obviously, like you're a woman, so you're able to deal
You
with the
identify.
shit. You're not a little girl, like you said, right?
Sometimes I am, but,
But
yeah.
I mean, we all have those
Yeah.
moments, right? What do you say is the most challenging things that you have to deal with as someone that is a significant other in the industry, just personally speaking? Like, what are some of your challenges that you faced, even though you've overcome them?
That's a good question because nothing.
That's great.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Come on, I
Wait
can
till
name
you
a
start
couple.
having to help him with math, and it's like, oh shit, I haven't done fucking calculus since I was a freshman.
don't start with me because I'm in statistics right now, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, fucking, what is this symbol? What the hell? Honestly, because even when we started dating, he'd be on his laptop constantly because, you know, he has to update his music, or he'll play on his turntables just to kind of warm himself up, like be like, oh look, oh shit, I learned a new trick or whatever. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, I'm literally like, if like when he used to have to set up in his room, I'll just be on the bed like freaking watching TV or fucking playing Candy Crush, and then he's doing his thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's because for me, just as long as we're together, that's all that mattered.
Your love language is quality time then. Huh? You like to just be together no matter what it is you're doing.
Sometimes I'm like, can you like
Oh, her love language isn't quality time; it's proximity.
Proximity.
the radius? Yeah, like honestly, because even like looking back at it, it's just like I was just always there, like next to him on the couch, or he's like in the living room with his laptop, and I'm just there, and it's like, okay, I know he's here. Like, it's not like he's purposely ignoring me. He has to do
There's a
what
purpose.
it's not like he's just there because he's just fucking around or whatever, you know?
Right.
He's doing something because he's getting ready for a gig, or he has to update, like, oh shit, like there's new like music on the record polls, like, oh my god, like, you know, I'm behind like how many whatever. And it's just like, okay, then cool.
You gotta go
And I was like, and then I mean, I enjoy it too because he'll play, and I'm like, oh shit, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he goes, you like that one? I was like, nah, not really. And then, you know, so I mean, sometimes I'll put my input in it, and like, oh, what the hell are you playing? Like, what the fuck is that shit? And he
For
goes,
sure.
yeah, I know. You
Yeah.
know, so I mean, it's honestly, I really honestly didn't have a problem with it because in the beginning I was always with him too. Like, even just to be there, like I would even go to like hookah, like when he would do hookah bars, like in the middle of the week, I would go there just to kind of be there with him because and then we both have work, but it's just like, I'm literally just there just to make sure if he gets home, he's not falling asleep on the road, you know, like, and every gig, I'm always just like in the back, like on the couch or the chair, and just like sitting there playing Candy Crush again, you know, and he's just doing his thing, and then we go home.
What about
So
you?
supportive.
I know. What about you, Lonnie and Bayan, and then even you guys, because we're all creators here, right? What is the challenge from that perspective? Like not being the significant other, but being the person that's doing the thing. You know, what is your biggest challenges in relationships?
Time. It's always time. I mean, I have like what 3 podcasts. Then I have my numerous streams.
Right.
Then I have my own YouTube channel.
I was gonna say your YouTube. Yeah.
I got my 2 YouTube channels. It just there's a schedule there, and that's always said. It's like it's always hard to just find time to put somebody in that,
Right.
and expect them to understand right away.
It's a special type for sure.
Is there any time where you guys felt guilty for doing what you did, doing what you do because of the time that's being taken away from your significant other?
No,
No,
Not even close.
well, y'all are different, but
my daughter,
Lonnie.
my daughter,
I'm like, Lonnie,
Back to you.
my daughter maybe, but I will,
or yeah,
I will for my daughter, I will push things forward, and I will plan a little bit better. You know,
Just not for your significant other.
well, I haven't like since then, since this whole thing started with like the podcast, the streams, whatever. I haven't been with anybody officially, so that I haven't had to actually fit somebody there.
Would you though?
I would, but then it's again, it's like that feeling where because you haven't really gotten there, you haven't been in that
Some
situation.
little fear of
really
it.
say.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
So it's like you're almost like there's a little bit of trepidation. Like I'm like,
Like you
think-
can say yes, but when it comes down to it, when it does happen, you're just like, oh, what?
Well, that's where you have to find
Yeah.
someone that is understanding.
But then there's also that one other caveat that I didn't mention that I hardly ever mention. Sorry.
yeah.
Did you say caviar?
Yeah, the caveat. There is that
It's
other.
the fish egg thing.
Yeah,
That's what I heard. Caviar. Sorry.
because there's that other job that I do.
Right.
You know that I tell everybody I learned it from Grey's Anatomy.
Right.
What's your other job?
I'm a surgeon.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone's gonna be like,
No,
Boob job.
I got my boob job.
lipoma that's on the side. Like we can do it right now.
we can L&D it right now.
Yeah,
Let's go. I got the
It came
stuff.
back. I took it out and it came back. Sorry, we went
No,
off topic.
no, but again, there's that too that just
Right.
adds to it, and it's like again, like for me, it's always time. Like where do I know you have to make time, but sometimes you're
It's hard,
24
sure,
hours
yeah.
in a day is not enough.
it's really
Yeah.
not.
literally.
What about you guys? Do you have anything other than, I mean, obviously time, but is there anything else that you can think of that's been like a great challenge in, you know, your relationship, your family life because of the hustle?
Energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So like sometimes I think I'd rather spend a short amount of time with somebody with the highest amount of energy than just to like be around and like with low energy. Like I feel like that's not quality time. I feel like
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, there's been times where like we'll be on the phone for like an hour and like half of the phone call we're just quiet. Versus like if we're on the phone for 10 minutes and we're having this deep conversation and I get off the phone with this like really like radiant energy, that's like the kind of relationship I like to keep going back to. And I feel like it's usually when the relationship is starting to fall apart where we're just like together or on the phone, like
But nothing's actually
nothing's really
there.
happening.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. If I'm being super transparent, luckily, I mean, I've had like a 9-to-5 job also with my side hustle, but financial's always been something that I'm like, fuck, like I gotta figure this shit out. And my significant other has been like, fuck, like, do you need me to help you? You know, at least like right now, you know, because it's like, you know, sometimes you just never know when that next gig or is gonna happen if
Right.
you just haven't had one in a while or
Right.
whatever the case may be, you know. So besides like time and energy, it's just like the support of making sure like I have that financial also.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
that's-
stressful thing.
When you're an entrepreneur, that's like something that's like, it's not guaranteed, right? That's why
Yeah.
you see a lot of people that have like a 9-to-5 in addition to their hustle because the hustle is not guaranteed. So I agree with that. That's actually a really good point because you have to be understanding. Like
Yeah.
as a wife, I have to be understanding that like this income is not always going to be the same, you
Right.
know, and we take that risk every time for him to pursue his passion, you know, so that makes sense. That's actually a really good point.
and you live in California, so
That part
That
too.
fucking
So
part.
That
taxes.
motherfucking part.
So, so it's
Absolutely.
essentially to be like self-sufficient, you have to almost make 2.5 times what you would normally earn in a 9-to-5 because of taxes. So it's like,
fucking taxes.
so
It's
it's
crazy.
so being an entrepreneur sometimes, you know, it's not as easy as people think. Like,
No, it's
oh,
really not.
You're like, ooh, you balling? No, we not.
But well, one of the things that we learned with Anthony DJing full time is, you know, that whole, you've seen it on TikTok, but it's true. Like they're like, you know, you wanted to end the 9-to-5, but now you're working 24/7, and it's like
Yes.
that's kind of what comes with the territory, right? You get your business, you get your hustle, you get your passion, but now you're doing everything, you know?
Because your
the
part time can
energy
turn
thing.
into your full time.
Right?
You
Exactly.
gotta. It's like what they always say. Like you gotta sacrifice the lollipop today for the bicycle tomorrow.
Right. Right. Exactly. I've actually never heard that analogy,
Same.
and that's actually good. I like that. Clip that. No.
Right?
Pin it.
So before we close, people on the panel, did you guys have something else to ask? I didn't want to cut you guys off.
You're good.
Okay.
yeah, we're good with the lollipop.
Vince just had no idea what we were talking about.
I felt like we were all
And
over
he
the
was-
place.
And he was waiting for us to skip him. We want to know what you think about a challenge that you.
Oh yeah, there
Oh,
we go.
there we go.
Thank you, Bayan.
So wait,
Good
can
job.
Spotlight.
because okay, so for the audience, right? Since we were going on about this for a while, let's recap and
No.
re-say the question so that we know exactly.
Hey, you
I
can't
don't
get
even
away.
know what were the questions.
What is some of the challenges that you face? The biggest challenges that you face, being either the significant other of a person in the industry or the person in the industry.
Money.
So financial.
Wait, sorry. I missed the
Financials.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything could be solved with money, with the exception of death. Right?
Didn't you say you also faced a lot of not a lot, but like you've experienced having the problem of like your significant other having insecurities with you being around beautiful women, things like that? Is that another problem that was like consistent in your relationships?
If I had money, I'll buy her boobs so she wouldn't be.
Oh, so it's money. So it's money.
It's money. Yeah.
I can't with you.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
If I had all the money in the world, I would have a shot at Megan Fox, and she wouldn't be insecure of anybody.
Megan Fox.
Angela Lansbury. I don't know who's hot.
You don't know Andrew Lansbury? Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
Mrs. Potts.
She's dead now, but
Anyway.
Okay. Moving on. So to close.
I feel like we're all over the place. I don't even know.
People
what
on the panel. So we're gonna all speak on this. What is some advice that you would give to someone that is dating a significant other that's in the industry?
Go, Vince. We'll go around the table.
So me being the person in the industry or dating somebody that's
Well, just
in
what's
the
some
industry?
advice you would give to the couple, and as someone that's that's experienced that, what do you think you can give them wisdom on to have a successful relationship? Is the question.
Don't look for problems because you're gonna find them. Because you can
very good.
manifest that shit.
That's true.
You know, what you do?
Wow.
We agree with you.
Yeah, you're giving me the side eye.
literally just
I
looking
swear to God, it's like
It's unintentional.
because I'm expecting you to do a full turn and then be like, oh, so that's what it is. I'm like, wait, what did I just say? I'm like,
No, we agree.
What,
we
Yeah.
agree.
what about you, Bayan?
hell yeah, I'm feeling insecure. Why are you shaming me? No, like I'm second guessing myself now because you know me better than anybody else. And it's like, wait,
So does that mean you don't mean what you say?
no,
Since
I
you're so
meant it
insecure?
until until she scared me. Fuck.
Okay, so what about you, Bayan? What is some advice?
Communication. Definitely communicate ahead of time what's about to happen, and communicate from the heart. And like I feel like a lot of times, like when I'm putting myself first, it pays off at the end. So like
For the both of you,
for
really.
both of us,
Yeah.
yeah. So make the decision that I want to make, basically. Like make the decision that you want to make, whether the person was there or not. Put yourself first, and then communicate from the heart why you're doing it, so that they can support you.
For sure.
Nice. I
What
like
about
it.
you, Ari?
I definitely echo what she says on the communication thing. For the same reason, I feel like you have to be able to go into the relationship being able to communicate with each other and speak to each other openly. Otherwise, there really is no point. You know what I mean? And then on top of that is just really, if you're going to date someone successfully that's in the industry, you have to really understand what you're getting into. Like you have to understand that late hours come with it, that beautiful women or handsome men or whatever the case is, alcohol is going to probably be involved, half of the time. Not necessarily that they're going to drink it, but they're going to be in those situations, and you have to really understand and be able to see the difference in your personal life and them doing their business life and be able to accept that. And if you can't, then don't date someone in the industry, to be completely blunt and honest, So
Yeah, for sure.
how about you?
To echo more, because that for sure, that last part is like spot on. But if I come, be a friend and tell you exactly what I need from you, like, and you say you support me, don't just say about it, be about it.
Right.
Just like what Haifa was saying earlier, is just like she was cool with just him her sitting there doing her thing while he's working, and she was cool with that. Like, and if it has to be like that for a short amount of time, then we can compromise on figuring out a time where we can spend together, even if it's for 5 minutes or something like that. Then you just got to be cool about it. So yeah,
Blocks of time.
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty much, if you know what you're getting into, accept it. If that's not what you want to get into, don't follow through with the relationship, because
Don't force it.
don't force it. You're gonna waste that other person's time. You're gonna waste your time, because if you know that person does then the late hours, and you don't want that in your relationship, why are you gonna accept it?
Yeah, ladies,
That's
stop trying to change me.
Well, and that's another thing I think that's a good key point now that you say that is be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, don't be that girl that's like, oh, it's cool, because you want him to like you. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, it's totally cool that you're at the club all night, and then later on be like,
You're-
I actually really am not cool with it.
Yeah.
Like,
You're gonna resent him.
yeah, you're gonna resent him. You're gonna be mad that you put yourself in that situation. So just be honest with yourself. Like, if you can't handle it, that's okay.
Yep.
You know.
Know what you're getting into. If it's not it, don't do it. Don't take the candy.
Yep. And Rich, the wisest of the wise.
The wisest of the wise. I would always say, never get in the way of somebody's dreams and passions, because if you do, the only thing that will happen, it will fester animosity,
Right.
and eventually it's just gonna breed, and it's gonna grow into hate, and at that point, there's nothing that can save your relationship. At that point,
Preach.
That's
Mhm.
exactly why
I told you he was the wisest of the wise.
Confucius says.
I know, right?
I'm not Chinese.
I'm just
I'm not
saying.
Chinese.
I'm not saying you're.
I am
Chinese.
Confucius
Oh my god.
because I'm Filipino.
Stop
Oh
it.
my god.
Well, Haifa, thank you so much for hopping on. We really appreciate you, and especially you supporting us and listening to us.
Yes, we
as
really
well as
appreciate
Bayan
it.
as well.
Ah, I thought we were gonna
Bayan.
argue more. Damn it.
I mean, I think she did a pretty good job of
She
checking you
did.
early on.
She did. She says,
We started backstage
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
because he wanted to start, and I'm like, pump the brakes. We are not going there right now.
yeah. But again, yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we
Thank
get to see you on
you.
again, some more arguing.
Right?
Maybe
And
on a
Bayan,
better
thank you
topic.
for supporting us again.
Yeah, of course. And thanks again to our sponsor, Mikey, for hooking us up with those bomb ass meals.
Yep.
And if you're in the San Diego area and looking to order some meals, make sure you use our code TheBabes10, and all our information will be down below. Thanks to Queer Rich.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.